Hi, this is Dundee from Booredatwork.com, and I'm sure you all heard the news that AT&T has agreed to deal with T-Mobile Germany to buy up T-Mobile USA for $39 billion. So, just giving you the news, and also we're going to just do a little discussion here, trying to find out who are the winners, the losers, what it means for you as a T-Mobile customer, an AT&T customer, what are the facts right now, and how long this whole process take. So the news came out earlier today, about 3 hours ago, maybe three and a half, that T-Mobile had agreed to deal with AT&T here. T-Mobile Germany had agreed to deal with AT&T to buy up T-Mobile USA for $39 billion in cash and stock. So T-Mobile will be eaten up by AT&T, and every T-Mobile customer who remains with T-Mobile will eventually become an AT&T customer by the end of the process. Now, the process usually takes a year after FCC rulings and antitrust, I won't say litigation, but the whole antitrust process is to make sure that a monopoly is not developed by this merger, and or this acquisition more than merger. And after that whole process, T-Mobile will become part of AT&T. Now, T-Mobile has put up a website, a web page where they have put out questions and answers, trying to ease concerns. They said that they would honor all plans, but that doesn't say that those plans will be honored by AT&T down the line, so we're not sure. But I will have a link for that so you can check that out. There are a couple of questions that they answered there. At the part of the merger, so why AT&T? We've all heard rumors that Sprint was going to merge with, T-Mobile. Why did AT&T decide to acquire T-Mobile? Well, it's very simple. Technology is the same. AT&T uses GSM, T-Mobile uses GSM. Another thing to note is that currently AT&T's 4G is terrible, and T-Mobile has kicked off its 4G with HSPA+. It's doing pretty well. This will aid AT&T in bridging the gap to LTE once they build their LTE network and expansion out there. So for AT&T, this is a very big win, and also they also do get new assortments of devices. You can see them getting devices like the G series, either from G1, G2, G2X, and all that whole line, as well as the MyTouch line, and maybe the Sidekick if it picks up pretty well this year. So you do have that for AT&T. As for T-Mobile, they've been struggling in fourth place for a while. So at least now they've actually been T-Mobile USA has done something profitable, I guess you'd say, for the parent company overall. Talking about winners and losers here in this whole argument, and what it means for you as a T-Mobile customer. I'll say first of all, let's go with losers first. Winning, we all know how exciting that can be. I think the biggest losers are T-Mobile customers. I'm one myself, so I'm just speaking about my own predicament down the line. T-Mobile is well known for the customer service. That will go away because once you're gobbled up by a larger corporation, you usually intertwine into that corporation's customer service, and AT&T is not known for customer service. So the fantastic T-Mobile customer service that wiped away a $300 bill because I made a mistake, not them, will be gone. So those kind of things that they did to customers, which I'm sure you can hear if you know anyone who has T-Mobile, they'll tell you, they added minutes to my plan, different things they've done in customer service to keep customers there. So those kind of things will be gone. Second thing is also the low pricing of their plans. T-Mobile is known for being very competitive with low pricing plans. I believe there's a while they had an $80 unlimited plan, which I have also. So plans like that will disappear, and you will be gobbled up with AT&T's I think over $100 for unlimited data, text, and also just unlimited calls. So those kind of things are done. Now there's no proper word if grandfather plans will be accepted by AT&T, but the usual case with scenarios like this is that 2 years into acquisition like this, especially when a previous T-Mobile customer, now AT&T, decides to upgrade, you probably most likely be told that your plan is too old and you need to change your plan to fit your device or some hoodwink scheme like that. So that basically that whole low cost plan system is out the window. So you're losing that. You're losing, the cheap affordable plans, losing the customer service. So those are two big things, and T-Mobile customers will lose greatly from that. I think those are the biggest losers there. And I think also consumers in general, because there's less competition. There were 4 big carriers in the US, now it's just down to 3. And you pretty much are losing the competition space there. So basically there's less competition, which means prices usually go up. Also it means devices become the amount of devices you see on the market actually shrink down, and you have just few specific devices to AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, and that's it. So you don't have that wider range of devices that are specific to carriers, more carriers overall. So I think those are the 2 biggest losers here. Now talking about winners, biggest winner here is T-Mobile Germany. They're getting $39 billion in cash and stock. So anyone who gets that is always winning, in that calculation. AT&T's probably my next biggest winner here, because they basically are showing up their 4G network. They now can call themselves the true #1 carrier in the US, because at this point I think the numbers would probably hit close to 100 million or so. I'm not sure of the exact numbers, but definitely they were tied neck and neck with Verizon for #1. Now they're going to surpass Verizon by far. So basically, with the acquisition of T-Mobile customers, they will be #1. They have those bragging rights, and they needed that because AT&T doesn't have much of other business aspects to expand. Sprint does a lot of cell tower rentings to people like or coverage rentings to people like Metro PCS and some of the smaller carriers. Verizon does that too, as well as they also have Fire. So they have different business. AT&T is truly a wireless carrier. So they needed to shore up that base, and they've done that with this. And also, I think a surprise winner here will probably be Sprint. Sprint is the only carrier among the big 3 now that offers a lower cost plan compared to the other 2, AT&T and Verizon. I think about $79.99 for unlimited mobile-to-mobile minutes and data and text. I think if I was Sprint, I would capitalize on this fact and say, hey, look, T-Mobile customers, it was great to have T-Mobile, but now they're gone. And you know what, we can offer something similar for you guys. And I think a lot of T-Mobile customers might switch to Sprint. Sprint has done a good job over the last couple of years trying to change their image, improve their customer service, get things rolling. So I think this is an opportunity for them to actually eat up some of that customer base that doesn't want to go to AT&T. I, for one, do not want to go to AT&T. I put it out there. For me, I just can't afford to, throw that kind of money out there for unlimited services that I want to receive, as well as the customer service is not the best as far as I'm concerned. So, but I think Sprint can capitalize on that kind of, mindset and, expand the base. So, that's pretty much what happened, with this whole acquisition of T-Mobile. If you guys have any questions, any comments about this, let us know. Also want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about it? How does this affect you, or how does this affect the whole mobile space? Because this will affect how we will see cell phones and tablets in the future, and how this applies to that industry. So let us know what you think about that, and give us your thoughts and opinions. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page, our Facebook page, our Twitter page. It's all Booredatwork, as well as the website. So this is Thunder E from Booredatwork saying thank you, and always enjoy entertainment.